What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. Expect some content to be pounded out tonight, as I have a long list of videos that I'd like to catch up on tonight. So, of course, a lot of them are just short little thoughts. Starting off, of course, with the first one I wanted to do is a couple WWE Turn Alerts. This is episode number 232 of WWE Turn Alert. We go back to just 1 month and 1 day ago on the May 9th, 2022 episode of Monday Night Raw, where even though it was kind of confusing for a bit, but Alexa Bliss made her full-time return to WWE as a surprise opponent for the just fired WWE officiant Sonya Deville, but Adam Pearce picked Alexa Bliss as Sonya's hand-picked opponent in the match that he put her in, as Sonya's still a competitor. She's just no longer an officiant. Which, may not be a bad idea, because it can get Sonya focused back at being an active in-ring competitor again, as she was on fire with before she took her time off, and then they had her being an, officiant instead. Because before she took her time off, she was getting a ton of momentum. But it's not about Sonya. This is about Alexa Bliss, who returned as a babyface. At least it seems like that to me. Now, it was a little confusing because after The Fiend got released last summer, it seemed that she somewhat turned into a babyface again, because she had a match at SummerSlam last year with Eva Marie. Anybody forget that Eva Marie made a pit stop in WWE for a couple months last year before she was released yet again? That was a laughing stock. But she feuded with Eva Marie going into SummerSlam. And then she had a feud with Charlotte Flair, I think was it Clash of Champions? I think it was last year, or Extreme Rules? I can't remember. I think it was Extreme Rules. She had a match with Charlotte Flair where Charlotte ripped up Lily. And I think Alexa was having surgery, but she was also getting ready for her wedding also. So she was taking some time off. She did briefly return. She was in the Women's Elimination Chamber match earlier this year in Saudi. And then she disappeared again. Alexa Bliss, since 2018, has had some nagging concussion injuries, I believe, for what I can remember. There's been a few times there's been rumors she's almost had to retire, which she's like, what, I think she's 30 right now? She's only 2 years older than me. Yeah, she's 30 right now. So, I know some women's wrestlers, when they get up their early 30s, they sometimes do consider backing off a little bit and to start, focus on other things. So maybe it could be, I'm not sure. But before she left, like I say, with the stuff with Eva Marie and even with the Chamber, it was confusing. I thought she was a babyface, but not quite. Especially when they brought her back kind of into this therapy segments where they're trying to get her to, get rid of the Harley Quinn, demon souling, gimmick they gave her. But basically, they transferred the Fiend gimmick onto her, but this is them trying to get her to, release it. So when she came back here, it seemed like at first that she did fully, release it. She was just the goddess again, just as a babyface. But she still carries around Lily, and I really don't get that. I really don't understand it. Plus, too, they ripped up Lily. So what? I don't know if I missed something here, because I don't always watch whole thing of Raw, but why is she carrying Lily? And she's a babyface again, and I'm sorry. A couple years ago, yes, I thought Alexa Bliss needed a babyface turn. That's when she was super overpushed from I would say from when she moved to Raw in 2017, it felt like she just got overpushed big time. I mean, I like Alexa, don't get me wrong, but she is a little bit overrated. I won't deny that, but she's still a good talent. And believe it or not, ever since she dropped the title to to Ronda at SummerSlam 2018, besides a run with the tag titles Nikki Cross, she hasn't had a singles title run since. I mean, I remember she feuded with Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title in 2019, which, oh dear Lord, I was holding my breath on that feud. One, it was part of the wild card rule, and two, remember the last time those two feuded, Yeah, kendo stick on a pole. But when Alexa was a babyface, before she was consumed by the Fiend, she was pretty bland. Like, she didn't really have a character at all. Like, she felt lifeless as a babyface. So, I don't know, it's only been a month. You know, she's just had a few matches here and there. She really hasn't had much of a story yet. Maybe they'll make her a heel again, who knows. I mean, Raw, does have, Dewdrop. I'm sorry, as she said when Dewdrop. Oh, Piper Nevin. No, enough of that name. Enough of that name. It's Dewdrop. Piper Nevin. But I don't know. I just don't know what direction they're going with her. I mean, it's been honestly, I'll say this. I mean, again, I know it's before she was a little overpushed, tad bit overrated, only because she was just getting a lot more than she needed to, in my opinion. She's still great, but definitely was at a point where I was like, okay, enough. I need something different. But if she can find a character, I wouldn't mind her getting back into a title feud. I mean, I'm thinking Rhea Ripley's probably going to win the title from Bianca at Money in the Bank, because that's the match that's for Money in the Bank right now. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, if they build her up as a reasonable babyface, I wouldn't mind seeing her get a shot for the title. I don't know if the match would be any good or not, but that's going to be a fresh match, Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley. But we'll see. Like I said, I think Alexa is a babyface. Yeah, it's fresh. She is likable. I do like Alexa. But I just know that, it's been a while really since she's been just her heel goddess character, which she can be again, I feel. As a babyface, though, last time, like I said, she was pretty bland, didn't really have much of a character to her. Maybe this time it could be better. We'll see. So that's my thoughts of Alexa Bliss returning to Raw on May 9th, 2022 as a babyface. What are your guys' thoughts on Alexa Bliss's return to Raw as a babyface on May 9th, 2022? Do you think she can get mileage out of this? Do you think she should be a singles champion again? What do you guys think? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirborne93. Till then, guys, as always, please stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.